I'm trying to buy Lego from an auction for the first time ever. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is not a sponsored video or a promotion for an auction house or anything like that. Somebody sent me an email last week saying, "Hey, Kev, have you seen this?" And it was a link to an auction that's taking place today that's absolutely chock full of Lego, Action Man and Scalextric stuff. Looking at the website, it looks like these auctions take place about once a month, and I need to balance trying to get some really cool stuff at a really good price with trying not to spend all of my money so I have nothing left for August the 1st when there are some sets coming out that I want to get. So if that sounds like something you're interested in learning more about, stay tuned. We're going to be learning together. Like I say, I don't know what I'm doing. We are figuring it out as we're going along, and I'm recording this bit before the auction has even taken place. So you'll get my real reactions to stuff happening as it happens. I have no idea if I'm going to end up with some Lego or not at the end of it, or if I do, whether it's going to be any good. I guess we're about to find out. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, turn your notifications on, leave a like on this video if you want to see more stuff like this where I'm figuring things out, and let me know down in the comments if you've ever bought from an auction. How did it go? Who did you use? What did you get? I'm keen to learn more because this seems like an area I might be quite interested in. So this is the auction company, I guess, that I'm using. Vectis Auctions, like I say, not a sponsor. I know nothing about them other than the fact that I was sent details of this auction, the Retro Action Man, Lego and Scalextric auction, which is taking place for me in about 15 minutes time. I have already gone through the catalogue and I have made some bids, but as you can see, even if we filter this down to just Lego sets that are active, there are 321 lots going all the way back to some of the original like wooden stuff, some mega old sets, and then some pretty cool stuff ranging from sealed stuff that I would definitely like. I would like to get myself a Beatles art set for sure, to some modulars that have been rebuilt or built and then disassembled, to some damaged box stuff. There's a huge amount of variety on here, and I have made a few bids and already been outbid for some stuff before the auction even begins. So having spent some time going through the full catalogue, I did find what I think is some value in there, and I have placed a few bids. As I say, I've been outbid on a few of them, but the five that I found, plus one that Anna's found, but the five that I found are these. So starting off, we have the Lego Creator roller coaster, the one that I don't have. It's an open box, but with sealed bags. So basically a damaged box version of the roller coaster. The estimate for this was 100 to 120. If you're completely clueless like me, the estimate is literally just the auction house saying what kind of range they think it's going to sell for. And I did a lot of research on these retired sets last week for the video that I made, looking at the huge shopping list that I had. And for a brand new sealed one of these, you're looking at about £275, around the £200 mark for an opened one. But as this is effectively sealed, in my mind, we're looking at £275 as the price that I could get it for if I was buying it from a convention or on eBay. One thing to bear in mind with the auction is that every bid that I make, if I win that item, you do have to pay an additional 22.5% fee at the end plus VAT on that. It basically works out to an extra 27% on top of whatever I bid. But when you place a bid, it does tell you what you would actually pay. So for this one, I put my maximum bid in at 150, which with that extra 27% means if I win, I get this for £190. So just below that £200, I'd pay for a used set for, like I say, a sealed in bags set. So I'd be quite happy to pick this up for this price. Then we've got one that Anna has found. They're actually two sets that we already own both of, but I built them, and Anna wants to play the retro phone box, and the thing she really wants, the Books Are My Passion, which on its own sells for that kind of range. So she said she'd be happy to pay up to £100 for that two set. At the moment, she is the highest bidder on it. But we are currently about 10 minutes away from the live auction element beginning. So whether or not we win any of these, who knows? Some of the ones I've been outbid on, there was a medieval blacksmith. I put my maximum bid at £90. That one's already up at 100 before the live auction starts. There's a Ghostbusters Firehouse, which if we look at this in a little bit more detail, I mean, this is a set that for a brand new in-box one of these, you'd be looking at £500 plus. This is obviously not that. It's a set that's been built previously and then broken back down into the bags, but it does still have the box and the instruction manual in good condition. What I can't tell is if there's any minifigures. I'm not actually that bothered if there's any minifigures. I just want the building in my city. So I've put my maximum bid on this at 320, which if I win it means I'll be paying about £400 for it, which I'm happy to pay. This is the one that if I get it, then I'm probably not going to be able to get stuff like the Italian Riviera that comes out next week, because this is going to take up most of, if not all of, my August Lego budget. But it is a set that I've seen for £700-800 at conventions. So to be able to get it for 400, for half of what I see it for at conventions, I'd be happy to get one of my very much white whale sets, even if it turns out it's got no minifigures in it. But fingers crossed it's got some minifigures in it. I mean, it says it was previously built, then organised into numbers bag. It says minifigure parts are visible. I mean, I couldn't see them on the picture. Whether we've got all of the minifigures, I mean, I can't see any minifigure parts on this one photo that we get, but they're saying there's definitely at least some minifigure parts in there. So that reassures me a little bit that it probably is going to be minifigures included. And then I also bid on a Simpsons House, which was the same deal, previously built, broken down into bags. I put my maximum price for that for £240. And then the same with a detective's office, previously built, broken down into bags. I put my maximum price on that at £180. I've been outbid on both of those. The reason I've kept my bids relatively low on some of these is because I just can't afford to spend £1,000 on Lego in one go today. And the one that I really, really want out of all of these would be that Ghostbusters Firehouse. Now, the way it works from here, we are 9 minutes away from the auction starting. We are able to watch the auction online. My understanding of how it works is this is a legitimate auction taking place in an auction hall with the man who talks really fast. And I'm basically, you know, when you watch Bargain Hunt or whatever those programs are where they have the auctions, I'm the guy who, there's a guy in the corner on the phone. I've got a bid from the internet. I'm the bid from the internet guy. Or for my ones, the current highest bid from the internet guy. But I am up against the people in the room. So there's no guarantee that even if we get to 9:30, which is the auction time, and I'm still the highest bidder on these sets, there's no guarantee that I'm going to get them. I think similar to how eBay works, for example, with the Ghostbusters one, my current bid is 280. My maximum bid is 320. So if someone in the room bids 300, theoretically, hi, I've got a bid from the internet, comes in and puts me back up over the top again. And then I guess when the hammer hits, if I'm still the highest bid, I then get my sets. It is legally binding. I've already had to give them my card details. So the moment I win an auction, my card is charged, which again is one of the reasons why I didn't want to go crazy on everything, because there was a moment on Friday when I first started looking at this where I put all the bids in initially and I was the maximum bidder on all the ones I wanted, where I was like, God, I hope I don't win all of these, because if I do, I'm on the hook for £1,000 and I don't want to spend £1,000 next Tuesday. That would be unpleasant. So luckily, I have been outbid for several of them. I don't know if I'm going to win anything, but it's quite good fun. I'm quite enjoying myself going through the catalogue. There's another auction coming up in September as well. So depending on how today goes, this might not be the last time I do something like this, but I don't think I need to dig anything more out of the catalogue. Like I say, there is a lot in here. I mean, there's just about every possible type of Lego you could think of. There's some real goodies in here that if money was no object, and that's becoming a bit of a catchphrase of mine, but if money was no object, goodness me, there's some stuff in here that I would want to be a part of. There's some of the older Lego City train stations, Lego City buildings that just look absolutely brilliant. Like that train station is amazing. That train shed is amazing. And they've got some of the older speed champions on here as well. There was, when I was browsing through it again last night, there was a Scooby-Doo set that had like the whole range of Scooby-Doo for the price you'd pay for the mystery machine at a Lego convention. Loads of Harry Potter on here. As you can see, loads of Lego City. There you go. This is Scooby-Doo. I'm so tempted to put a bid in on this. So it's got the mystery machine, it's got the mystery mansion, it's got some of the smaller sets as well, the haunted lighthouse. It is all built and rebagged, but it is all there and it is all in boxes. The estimate for that is £100 to £120. The mystery machine on its own goes for like £200 at Lego conventions. In fact, there is a sealed mystery machine elsewhere on this auction that's already gone to a higher price than that one for the group, and you can see how many people are interested in each one as well, so you get an idea of how many people you're likely to be competing against. And yeah, I could see this being a way that middle-aged Kev chooses to spend his time, maybe heading down to some of these auctions in person in the future, depending on how it goes. But yeah, wish me luck, boys and girls. Fingers crossed. Within the next couple of minutes of this video, I'm the proud owner of a Ghostbusters Firehouse that I said less than a week ago I thought I'd never get. Oh, they've got the 1989 Batmobile. Don't buy any more, Kev. Goodness me. Right, so the auction is underway, and as you can see, we've got the little video stream of the auctioneer up the top there, and then the lots appear on the screen. It shows what the current bids is. She obviously reads out what those bids are, and then it's going through quite quickly, and there's not really I don't think there's anybody in the room. There's not been any. Everything so far has been sold to the people who are online, which does make me feel that we might have a Ghostbusters Firehouse in our future. The first lot that we're interested in is lot 21, this roller coaster. We're already up to lot 5. The auction's been going like 90 seconds, so we might be having a good day, boys and girls. Well, this is rattling along at quite the pace. I've just seen my first lot come through, lot 21. We're not even there yet, but it looks like I've already been outbid on that one, which is a little bit of a shame. So not going to be a roller coaster in my future. It's a little frustrating because most of what I'm seeing, there aren't really any bids that are happening, and it is just going to the first one that's coming from online. But I guess that was a very good deal. But I'm reluctant to increase my bid on it without knowing what the situation is with the Ghostbusters one. If I've already been outbid on the Ghostbusters, I'm willing to go a little bit harder on that roller coaster, because I'm definitely not going any further on the Ghostbusters. I can't find it. Right, I am still the highest bidder on the Ghostbusters. So with that in mind, I'm just not comfortable going any higher on that, because I don't really want to pay for them both as is anyway. The outcome that I was hoping for from this was to come out of this with one of these set. I mean, our only hope is going to be that Ghostbusters one, which would be a result if we manage to get that. Right, the roller coaster is up next. They're just closing out on Assembly Square, which looks like it's going mega cheap. But I want to see how much the roller coaster goes for at the end. I'm upset if these had been the other way around. If I knew I wasn't getting the Firehouse,
216 193.
I would definitely bid more for this. But there you go. It says for me to bid again, it's 170.
Opens at 160. The commission bidder on the roller coaster 170. Commissions are out at 170.
So someone else has got in for 170.
Commissions are out at 170. Anybody else coming in for this one there?
You can see the bids that are coming in live on there. So that was my bid, and then it's gone up twice more since then.
£70. One final one then. We'll create a roller coaster this time then. Nobody else in for this lot then. It's lot 21. Shouldn't done this time then. Either the bid is finished here then. Not selling for 180, just in time there at 180, 190. Back in again though at £190.
I'm so glad I got out of this one.
Any further?
The bids are coming in.
Again, fair one to your original bidder then. You're not coming back in at all there at £190.
So 190 is 240 after all the...
£200. Vector slide back in for the roller coaster this time then at 200.
Oh, wow.
Again, I'll give you a bit of chance, 220.
Oh, wow, oh, wow. It's up to 220 now. I'm so glad I'm out of this one.
220. Again, fair one to your original bidder then. We finished here then at £220.
See, with fees, that's £280, which is more than you can buy a brand new sealed one for on eBay. So these aren't necessarily like guaranteed good deals. That's the first one. Typically, it's the one that I wanted. It's the first one of the auction so far where we've had a little bit of a bidding war going. And I can't help but feel whoever has won that, goodness me, I hope it wasn't me accidentally, but whoever's won that has kind of overpaid, I think. But as long as they're happy, I suppose. I'm glad I didn't pay that much for it, that's for sure. See, this is why this is dangerous for me to look at, because I'm so tempted to swoop in on this one. 80 quid, I really want that train station. But I'm not that bothered about getting just a random box of bricks and a poly bag and a couple of poly bags. I really just want the train station. So I don't really want to pay £90 for the train station. And I'm looking at, they've got this train engine shed, but then there they've got the train engine shed and a train platform, which I think that one's sealed and that one's not, but that one has something extra with it and it's half the price of that one already. This is very interesting to watch, to see what stuff gets a little bidding war going. I'm having a lovely morning. Look at the train shed go. It's up to £280, which with all of the additional fees, £355 somebody's paying for that. Yet there it is, not sealed, with something else. I'm so interested to see how much that one goes for now, because that theoretically should be even more. So this is the set that includes that train shed that just sold. Oh, wow. 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 Did you see that go? Yeah, that just exploded. They've obviously seen what the previous one sold for. I need to hear what's being said.
Against the saloon bidders for the pair of sets out at 200. Again, I can take your own bid if
Seems
you
to
want
have
to come back in
slowed
there
down.
at £200.
That's still good value compared to how much that one just sold for on its own. I get that this isn't sealed. Madness. It looks like it's going for 260 in the end, which, I mean, it's still less than the other one went for. And you get this little bonus set. I'll take a gift with purchase on an auction. We're now about an hour in. We're up to lot 62. We've just got to the end of just train after train after train. It's still going to be a long way before any of the sets me and Anna are interested in are up again. The lot Anna wanted, lot 122, she's already been outbid on. That's up to £110. Based on their current speed of about one lot a minute, it's going to be an hour before that one comes up as well. And then the Ghostbusters Firehouse is lot 263. So what's that? That's going to be like 3.5 hours from now before that one comes up. And where we were at 280 before, it's now already at my maximum bid of 320. So I think there's very little chance I'm going to be getting that. So I'm going to kind of duck in and out of this as the day goes on. It looks like it's going to be a most of the day affair. I don't know if she gets a break. We've made it to Seinfeld, which I would quite like this set. And it doesn't look like anyone's bidding for it. Do I leap in and get this for 60 quid? No, I don't. I don't leap in and get it. I mustn't leap in. I studied this catalogue in advance. I must behave myself. There's a little something for the Trekkies on this auction as well. We've now hit the Star Wars section of proceedings. As you can see, there is a bit of it. I mean, I wouldn't say there's loads, but there's enough, and it's generating some interest. And then I think we're moving on into Technic. We then loop back around to some more Star Wars, and then we start to get to what I'm going to describe as the interesting stuff. For those of you as fascinated about the auction process as the sets themselves, like I am, the auction lady regenerated into the auction man about 90 minutes in on lot 90. We're still looking at Star Trek stuff. And as you can see, it gets quite popular. I reckon we're probably about half an hour away from the lot that Anna wanted. I'm really interested to see how much that actually goes for, because I think her offer was quite a reasonable offer. It is now 11 o'clock. I've been sat here watching this for an hour and a half. We're putting this down as a productive work day. I'm so happy that I got this set for £90 at Bricktastic earlier in the year. That sit complex that you all like so much is getting expensive. $220, I think that went for. Ooh, Anna loves sharks. I wonder if she wants a second one of these. We are into the current stuff now, or the very recently retired stuff. So there is some very, very tempting goodies going to be coming up over the next half an hour or so. Oh, including Winter Village stuff. I need to just sit on my hands until we get round to the Ghostbusters Firehouse. That Jaws set just sold for $140, including the additional costs. It's £130 to just go and get it from the Lego store now, online. Some people's decision-making baffles me. Right, we've just been building this on stream last night. The Wally set normally goes for about £200 at conventions. It's at 130 currently. Not getting as much interest as I thought it would. Oh, there you go. Someone's come in at 140.
So 140.
So 140 plus the 27%. I need to get better at maths in my head if I was to go to an auction in person. 177. So a little bit less than you'd pay for it at a convention. It's not a mega bargain, though. It does seem to very much vary from set to set, whether you're getting a mega bargain or not. This is a set that I'm constantly asked about in my convention videos, and you can see straight away, very popular. Stranger Things, already up to 300 at opening.
Do I see 320 anyway?
This is a brand new sealed in box one. Well, the box is scuffed and dented.
Any more bids? There's no further interest in this lot. We'll go fair warning. Last chance. Sold 300.
So with the additional fees, you're looking at about 370, 380 for that. This one, Anna just got me for 160 for my birthday. It was brand new, but damaged box. So this is a sealed one in an excellent box. Again, with just a few scuffs and scratches. But it's already at the same price Anna paid for it. So we win, because obviously that's before you've added on the extra fees as well. And my box has already gone in the recycling, so it just doesn't matter.
So 170.
Well, I'm very satisfied that Anna got a deal for my birthday. That went for 170, which with fees, 215. we win on that one. And this is mad. Boutique Hotel has been available recently for £150 at John Lewis. So at 120 plus your additional fees, that's already at more than you could go to John Lewis and buy it for. I don't understand why people are buying these. Madness. I thought I was recording and I wasn't. This is a disaster. Anna's gift with purchase one, the Books on My Passion, just went for 120 plus obviously the additional fees brings it in at around 150, 155. Bearing in mind the phone box that it came with is £100 brand new. I don't think she's missed out massively. She could go on eBay and pick up that gift, that Books on My Passion one, relatively cheaply. I think she'll be okay. I really want this set, but you can get it for £125, £150 at conventions. So I put my maximum bid in on the other one, not this one at 90. This one had already gone over my maximum of 90. I certainly don't want to be paying this kind of price for it. I'm really only here for the absolute bargains that are going to be much less than they would be at conventions. I'm not rushing to get stuff that I can just buy at a later date unless it's a crazy deal. And this one, if I come in at 120 now, that's going to bring it in at around 150. I reckon on a good day, you could get it cheaper than that at a convention. Just sat through a lot of botanicals, but as you can see, we are now about to hit the modulars. I've already got the Parisian restaurant. I do want the brick bank, but I don't want to spend more than about 375, 400 on it. And I think that's already above that level when I checked. I've already got the downtown diner. I've already got the bookshop. And then that's it for a little while. I think there are some more modulars later on, but I think that was it for the sealed ones. And then there's some used ones a little bit later on, but I'm not that bothered about getting them sealed. So because of that, I'm not desperate to pay £450, £500 for a brick bank. See, this just, it feels like a lot of money for the Parisian restaurant. I don't think I paid that much for it when I got it. I think there's too many people know about this auction. I hope nobody makes a video about it to publicise it even further. So yeah, we're on to brick bank. It's already up to 320. My most that I would want to pay for this as a sealed one at the auction, 375 including the fees, which means my bid, I wouldn't want to go above 300. I think it's been sat at that 320 current bid since before I first looked at this, like Thursday or Friday last week. And it doesn't look like there's going to be any other bids that come in either, because it's maxed out. It shouldn't be going for any more than this. So it looks like that is what it's gone for. It did. I mean, you could argue I missed out on that for the sake of 20 quid. I would argue I don't need it right now, do I? I'd rather get it for my price at some point than more than my price right now. Right, after this one, we've got the 1989 Batmobile. So I'm just going to put my mouse out of the way up there because I might not be able to control myself for this bit. I mean, this is a good price for these ones. That's 4 Batmobiles right there that's going for 70. I've got all 4 of those behind me. But this 1989 Batmobile very much on the I would love to get it one day, but we'll probably never be able to afford it list. I've got the Batwing that pairs with it up on the wall next to me. Please go for mega money. If I see this anywhere around 250, I'm going to be reaching for the mouse and must stop myself. Oh, thank goodness, it's already up to 360. We're safe. Yeah, I can get my mouse back. We're safe. We're good. Now I've got to make sure I don't accidentally click it as I put it down. I don't want to bid by mistake. Yeah, we're good. We're not paying that much for it. This is why I'll never own it. Right, it looks like it is a bunch of Technic and then stuff that I don't want, and then retired speed champions for a while. We've got a few modulars in there, but I don't want them. It's all stuff I've already got. The next thing I actually want is the medieval blacksmith, which I've already been outbid on. What's that? 1.9. So we're like half an hour away. I think that's my cue to go and grab my lunch now. It's 10 to 12. We'll have an early one. Well, we're back from lunch and just in time. There's been another regeneration and we've also got these new sealed modulars about to go. They're all ones that I already have, so I don't need to worry too much about them. But I do have an interest in how much they go for. Particularly this one, because it's a retired one. I mean, it's not been retired a long time, the police station. But I mean, if it ends up going for 160, that is a pretty good deal. That's less than you'd get it for at a convention, showing that there are bargains to be had. You just have to be patient and wait for them, I guess. Right, Tudor Corner, currently available in Argos for £170. So that current bid on there at 130 Once you add on the 27%, that brings it up to 165. If any, see, someone's now bidding at 140. It literally would be cheaper to go and buy it from Argos on the way home. I don't know that auctions are for me. I don't think the bargains that I'm looking for are going to be here. Yeah, that's sold for 150, so that's 190 with the additional fees on there. You're better off getting it from the Lego store, never mind Argos, because at least then you'll get a gift with purchase and some points. Absolutely bananas. So this is another one that I wanted. My maximum bid was 90. It's already up to 100. I'm certainly not coming in at 110 or 120 even, because 120, I can't remember how much the one earlier in the auction sold for, but that puts it at over 150 with the fees, which is too much money. That's gone for 130 in the end, that medieval blacksmith. So we're probably about an hour away from the Ghostbusters Firehouse. I am still the highest bidder. I'm certain I'm not going to get it though. I'm not going above 320. That being said, 2 lots after that is then the Simpsons House, which is currently at a high bid of 240. If I don't get the Ghostbusters Firehouse, I might go in for the Simpsons House. And if I don't get either of them, I might go in for the detective's office that is straight after that. So we've still got the potential for 3. Well, 1. We're only going to get 1. If we get 1, whichever one we get, we're not going to bid on anymore. But one of these 3 we might yet be coming home with today. But I've got another hour to wait now before we get round to these.
I'm selling at 240. £240.
That Diagon Alley just sold for 240. 305 including fees. I swear I just paid like 400 for that. That one does sting a little bit. Yeah, 389.99 that is on the Lego website. Though, to be fair, I did get double points and a gift with purchase on it. So it's not, I've not been ruined that badly, but that was a good deal. There are good deals. That was one of them. So here we go then with Ghostbusters.
Interesting. We've got a fair warning. Last chance.
I'm not going any higher.
So 120 to the zero.
If I don't get it for this 320, I'm not getting it.
Firehouse headquarters there, and I've got.
Oh no! I thought it was. The bid is with me. I thought it immediately said 340.
340 serum takes my.
There we go. Yeah, I'm not going to 360. That's a shame. I would have liked it, but
360.
I'm not paying that kind of money for it.
Sorry, 360. Just quicker there on the serum. Can take 380 if you'd like. Can I see 380? There we go, 380 vector slide.
This is too much for me. Remember, you've still got to add the 27% on, so that's now up over £500 for a pre-built set.
Any further interest in the slot?
Not for me. I've said before, it's one I might never get, and 400 or 500 quid for a pre-owned set demonstrates why it might be one that I might never get. Right, this one is tempting because it's got the mystery machine on there. And the mystery machine goes for this kind of price anyway, but I think we're going to put a bid. We're going to do our first live bid on the Simpsons House, depending on what it's at. I mean, if it's already up around 300, my max bid before was 190, and I've already been outbid on that. I would be willing to go to like 220, 230, but I don't want to go above that. So if it's already above that, I'm not getting involved. But I kind of want to place a live bid. I've been watching this for hours now. I want to place a live bid on one of these 2, just so that I can experience what it's like. Right, it's, 260 is too high. Because once you add on the 20, again, it's that 27% that you add on. That's too much for me. I know you can go to a convention and pay 500 or 600 for this at the moment, but at the same time, it's a pre-built one. Yeah. Hopefully we can get this detective's office, which is officially the one that we've been hunting most seriously anyway. Right. 200, we will bid at 200. There you go. I'd take this for 200. So I've done my £200 bid. Is it still with me? It is still with me. I might be winning this detective's office, boys and girls.
Anywhere else at all? Any further interest in the slot? Any more bids? If not, we'll go a fair warning.
Might be getting this.
Sold 200 Vectus Live.
There you go. I've got myself a detective's office.
70, 80,
so that's cost me, with the 27%, £254, which...
Do I see 100?
I'm happy with that.
100
a detective's office for £254.
Coming in at 110.
That'll do nicely. There are other bits in this auction that I would go for. Again, back to that age-old, if money was no object, there's more Star Wars stuff. There's just so much more stuff. But I think for the good of my bank balance, I've got one of the things I came for. I think I now make a quick getaway. I'm just going to check what price I had for detective's office on my notes for when I'm in conventions, just to make sure I haven't got too swept up in the excitement. I've got that for 300 on here, and I've just picked up for 250. So I am happy. That works for me. I don't know how long it's going to take to come or what the procedure is from here. I guess there'll be a follow-up video when it arrives and we'll see if it's a piece of junk or not. So just to have a closer look at exactly what we've got. So there is the picture of it. You can see it does come with the box. It does come with the instructions. It has all been put into numbered bags, having been previously built. It looks like it's in decent condition. Previously built, then organised into numbers bags by the vendor. Minifigure parts are visible, include instruction booklet. Sets not been checked for completeness. Good to excellent condition with good open box. See photo. That works for me. How does it come to me? Okay, it looks like I've got to pay to have it posted as well. Goodness me. Should have read the small print. Right, what is it? A medium item. So a medium item is going to cost me another £25 to ship. Let's hope there's no other hidden costs. So we're up to what? $270 now, including the postage, which again is pretty decent. They're currently dispatching the 10th of July auction, so I guess it takes a little while for it to come to me. So at some point in the next few weeks, that set will arrive. We'll have a video on it, and we have a new modular to add to the city. So that's a positive. It does mean I probably can't afford to get the Italian Riviera in a couple of weeks now, unless I get some secret money appear from somewhere. But I'd rather have this, to be honest. We could pick up the Italian Riviera later on down the line. I've quite enjoyed the process of messing around with an auction today. There is another one, like I say, in a couple of months' time. I think I'll look to get involved in that again. Let me know down in the comments if you think I got a good deal there. Would you have been happy with that? Is there something else you would have gone for instead? Did I miss out on any absolute bargains? Were you involved in this auction and did you pick something up for yourself? But for now, I think I am pretty happy. I now need to go and have a lie down. It's 1 o'clock. I've been sat in this chair since like 9:15 making this video. It's going to be a big one to edit, I imagine, because I've recorded a lot of clips. So I think we will say goodbye. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for loads more Lego content. Let me know in the comments if you ever want to see a video like this one again. It's like nothing else I've ever made before. And thank you very much for watching.